Hello, it's Tuesday, a little past 2 o'clock, but it's still Transformation Tuesday nonetheless. If this is your first time joining me, then please introduce yourself in the comments. I would love to meet you. I am Stephanie Doyer, and I am so glad that you are here. If this is not your first time catching me live, then say hello. And if you're catching this on the replay, then just hashtag replay so that I know you are here. And as you jump on, just say hi so I can see you and I can wave back at you. And as we're going through our topic today, if there's something that touches your heart, then feel free to send me a white heart. If there's something that really resonates with you, then give me the fire flame. And if there's something that just gives you all of the feels, then you can send me the little sparkle. It's in the description. It's like a little star, it's like something sparkling. So I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So let's get into when wisdom and freedom intercept. So a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I talked about 3 thoughts on freedom. And while I will not be going in deeper here with that, you can go back and watch it. I'll recap it real quick. So I talked about freedom from, freedom to, and the presence of someone as freedom. And so, but how would we know without a lot of experience, negative or positive or bad, like how would we know the difference of like what we needed the freedom from and then what would give us the freedom to? The freedom to love, the freedom to dream, to create, to become, to build, to hope. Without some negative experiences, where would we find the answers for that? And then how would we know how to sustain that? And how would we know that it would give us that which we're hoping that it would give us without leaving us in a wake of unwanted circumstances, right? So that's where the wisdom comes in. The wisdom to know what's worthy of the time, what's worthy of the pursuit, what is worthy of our affection, of our desire, of our actions, of our loyalty, and then how to have the wisdom to sustain it so that it is not dependent upon someone or something else that was never designed to sustain it. So I've referenced this many, many times, right? Last week being in particular when we're talking about the remembrance, like remembering the moments that have been there throughout your life, that have been leading you and have been guiding you, where you knew in that moment in time that even if it was a little shift then, like in hindsight, everything else had shifted greatly because of it. To remember those transformational moments, right? And those in and of themselves are nuggets of wisdom that we can hold close and that we can rely upon and help to guide us when we're talking about remaining free from the things that entangle and ensnare, that hinder, that keep us small, that keep us shielded, that keep us kind of stepping back a little bit and not giving us the freedom to pursue, to dream, to go forth into that really is worthy of our time and our attention and our love and just worthy of us. So the book, there's a book that when you read in its entirety from start to finish and not just focusing on a couple books here and there clustered towards the end, but the book that has the most historical evidence to document its accuracy more than any other book that has been written and that we currently refer to and reference. The book that when you use it as a whole to understand will give you the basis of that freedom. For when there's a situation that you're not really sure about, there's always a place to go and reference for context, to reference to say, is this actually going to be one of those situations where it will have sustainable, lasting results and fruit that will continue on for my entire life? Or is this just one more thing that's going to ensnare and entrap and to hinder me and to keep me blinded from that which will actually be the freedom to? The freedom to become, the freedom to do, the freedom to have, the freedom to live, the freedom to be the representation that we were designed to be. If we are created in the image of our Creator, and we're supposed to be representations of him here on earth, then where can I find the wisdom that will keep me from the things that ensnare and from the things that entangle, and enable me to be free to do the things that I have been called, designed, and made, and even desire to do, if I will so admit that that's the desire there. So, that book. And there goes my internet again. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been having problems with my internet for the last several minutes, and so we're just going to get this out. If there's anything that you have remembered, I gave you the challenge last week and every week since, those moments that transform, those moments that have led you down a path that you couldn't necessarily see when it was happening, but in hindsight you totally see. Have you remembered them? If you haven't shared them with me, then that's completely fine. If you would love to do so, I would love to hear them. But just remember them and look at them and see what the wisdom was that you were able to glean out of that enabled you to walk towards the thing in freedom, in a sustainable way that helped you to become and to have and to do. And how are they impacting the decisions that you're making now and the way that you're living now? And I'm sure you can probably see a common thread, a commonality throughout all of them that have led you to something that is sustainable, the freedom to. So I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate your time. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts. You can drop me the white heart, the sparkle, or the flame. And I would love to hear about your moments. So have a fantastic day, and we'll see you again soon.